UDP Albert Representative Honorable Tracy Panton spoke about the systematic move by the Briceño administration of having government take away business from publicly owned BTL as its telecom provider and giving that business to Smart, a company primarily owned by the Prime Minister's own family.
In the case of BTL, 49% of the shares is owned by the government of Belize. That is our taxpayers' dollars that have been invested. Another 34% have been invested by SSB. That, my friends, are our social security contributions that have been invested. And another 8% by the Central Bank of Belize. Whatever proceeds we get from our foreign exchange earnings, some of that have been invested in BTL. That is 91% of the shares that belong to the Belizean people. I say to you that this move is the most, in my humble view, egregious display of nepotism by the government, this current government, this blue government, this PUP government. It's also an assault on nationalism, taking from the hands of 91% of shares of the Belizean people to pad the profit margin of another company that, last I heard, 80% of it was owned by the Briceño family and by the Ashcroft Alliance. It is a blatant attack on Belizean investment, and it is an unparalleled betrayal of every Belizean that pays their fair share of taxes.
Honorable Tracy Panton called on Belizeans to speak out and stand up against what she described as this most egregious act of nepotism and unparalleled assault on nationalism.
And I am asking all Belizeans who can hear me to sound your alarm bells. Keep your eyes on what is going on at BTL and BEL, but particularly BTL. It is 91% of our hard-earned money on the backs of the workforce of this country that has been invested in BTL. And we cannot allow such a transfer of service to happen as though it was a thief in the night. No, Belizeans, we deserve better, and we must demand it.
And she stated that the UDP is committed, as it did before, to righting this wrong for the benefit of the people and nation of Belize.
It is the United Democratic Party that put the utility companies back in the hands of the Belizeans. Let us not forget that. It is the United Democratic Party who made substantial investments in the infrastructure of BTL. Let me remind you that Smart rents space on BTL's infrastructure to ensure that they can deliver services to the Belizean people. It is the United Democratic Party that fought long and hard to ensure that nationalism and making our utility companies a national asset a very high priority. And so there is no way we are going to not ensure that these utility companies remain in the hands of Belizeans and that they remain viable.